Well, hi, and welcome back to Hobart Detter Field. I'm Glenn Grunwald, your host for Salt Hawk Baseball, as Salt Hawk Baseball takes to the field for Game 2. Coming up here is the Eisenhower Tigers won Game 1. If you hadn't checked that out, 24-1. Their bats were really smoking as they were able to just handcuff on a no-hitter, by the way, by Reynolds. Owen Reynolds, the winner. And again, Bobby Garland took the loss, but they hit the ball hard and long and knocked out a bunch of hits, 25 to be exact. And so a couple changes made for the lineup for the Salt Hawks. We'll get to them in just a second. Big, tall drink of water. Miles Thompson Sr. for Hutchinson is going to be the pitcher in Game 2. And he says we're ready to go. And I'll tell you what, this might be a sport. I don't know. Anxious to see how he does. He'll be matching up against Turney, who will step to the lineup and get set to get underway. Turney had a good game back in the first. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Hops away from the catcher, ran down quickly, so 1-0 the count. Just underway, game number 2. Let's see if it's going to be different from game number 1, because Goddard had Salt Hawks numbers. Got Kroll at third base. Ball hit sharply, but right to the left fielder, and a catch is made out there in left field. Nice job by Rodriguez to make the catch. So big catch out there by Rodriguez for out number 1. Had to dive for it. Got the catch made, so nice job there by sophomore Braden Rodriguez on a nice catch. This will bring up Horn. Horn will hit from the left side. Pitch in there for a strike. Umpire's letting him have that inside edge right there. 0-1 to count now to Horn. Wind's died down just a little bit. Ball's pitches upstairs. 1-1 to count. So one down here in the top half of the first inning. Horn hitting from that left side. Pitch missing. Count is at 2-1. If you just tuned in, Salt Hawks dropped the first one 24-1. Eisenhower red hot. Run ruled after 4. Here's the windup and the pitch. Missing. 2-1 to count. 3-1 to count, excuse me. Here comes Miles Thompson pitch. It went off the ankle of Horn. That might have hurt a little bit for a foul ball. Evens the count now full at, puts the count full at 3-2. Thompson in football was outstanding and only played really 1 year of organized football. I was very impressed with his arm strength. Makes sense that he could pitch the ball if he's accurate. Of course, he's a great basketball player as well. Here comes the pitch. And strike call. Struck him out. So Miles Thompson records his first strikeout now. So 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. Nice job by Miles Thompson. So he got the K. 2 down now. And Reynolds will step in. He's the center fielder. Ball fouled off to the right side. Strike 1. Got a couple camera angles working tonight to give you a little bit different view. Want to catch that Salt Hawk dugout as well. Left side of the infield. And go with the straightaway camera as well. Here comes the pitch. Inside and high. Counts even at 1 apiece. 1-1. Miles Thompson's pitch, missing inside. He'll get set for the second one. Thompson looks inside, 2-1. Here comes the payout pitch. Oh, just barely missing. 3-1 your count. Miles Thompson looks in. Again, he's a senior. Pitch, she walked in. So first walk of the game for Miles Thompson. It's a man up first base with 2 down. So Reynolds down to first base. Actually, we're going to bring up Gleason now to bat. Pitch missing, 1-0 to count. Gleason the batter. Reynolds down at first base with the base on balls. Good eye, 2-0 to count. Pitch missing, 3-0 the count now. Thompson out of the stretch. Ball hit hard to right field. There's Hogan over there trying to camp underneath it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So Hutchison is able to retire the side. We go to the bottom half of the first inning. No score as of yet. We'll be back with more coming your way right after this.
During this unpredictable year, the Hutchinson Medicine Shop has taken extreme measures in keeping our customers and our staff safe. We have opened our lobby, but continue to offer curbside service with a mask and a smile. We also can deliver your meds to your home or workplace. And if you live out of town, we can mail them. Kindness, efficiency, and professionalism has never waned. Thank you for getting your meds local. The Hutch Medicine Shop in Midtown.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's not just accounts. It's you, our biggest asset. And that's priceless.
We will be with you every step of the way.
From big business decisions to your very first transaction, we want solutions that work for you.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Elliott Mortuary, family owned and operated since 1935, has served the area with integrity, care, and dedication. Have you ever considered a pre-planned funeral? It lifts the burden from loved ones during an emotional time. Plus, you know your personal wishes will be carried out as planned. Did you know it can also mean lower funeral costs? Make the time to pre-plan your funeral. It's more affordable, and if you ever move, it's transferable. Care and integrity are what makes family-owned Elliott Mortuary the right choice for you. Call today and ask about pre-planned funerals at Elliott Mortuary.
Taylor Dixon will be coming up to bat for the Salt Hawks in the bottom half of the first inning. No score as of yet. 0-0. We're all locked up. Nice job by Miles Thompson and the defense for the top half of the first. Here comes the pitch from Horn. Pitch called a strike. Bottom half of the first. Dixon the batter. Pitch swing and a miss. 0-2 to count now to Dixon. Again, Tyner Horn, the pitcher, excuse me. Dixon, the swings and misses, and he strikes out. So quick action right there as a strikeout recorded. One down here. And 3 pitches and a strikeout. So that'll bring up Kyle Elliott. Elliott looks at a ball. 1-0 the count now to Elliott. Elliott moved in that second spot to hit away. Ball fouled off. So 1-1 the count's even now. Counts even at 1-1. Horn, the pitcher, on the mound for the Eisenhower Tigers. Begins the wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So the count 1-2. You can hear that wind starting to pick up a little bit again. It kind of died a little bit. Straight out from center to center field is blowing. Straight away to the northeast. Held up. Check down at first base. They say it's strikeout. So strikeout number 2. One around it far enough. It's 2 down now. Bottom half of the first inning. Horn being pretty effective out there. Carter Boo, the batter. Got a little honky-tonk music playing there. Against the pitch upstairs. Carter Boo. Reminds me of my old trip that Coach Knack and I took to Texas Roadhouse over in Wichita. Got filled up with some good fiddles, good vittles right there, didn't we, Coach Knack? Pitch missing. 2-0 to count. We love our road trips. Here comes the windup and the pitch from Horn. Pitch inside. Oh, strike call. 2-1 to count now. 2 balls and a strike to Carter Boo. Swing and a miss. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Carter came in relief back in the last inning. It's 2/3 of an inning. Again, if you just tuned in, 24-1 was that final. Swing and a miss. And he struck out the side. We go to the top half of the second inning. Hutchison 0 and Eisenhower 0. Pitchers duel so far. We'll be back right after this.
Just when you thought you were done with taxes, you got a letter from the IRS. Maybe you're being audited, or maybe you filed for an extension and still need some tax help. We at H&R Block are there for you. We don't stop working on April 15th. Our tax professionals are here to help you year-round. So if you have tax issues you need a hand with, even if H&R Block didn't do your taxes the first time around, visit our offices in Hutchinson, Lyons, or Ellsworth and let our experienced tax professionals help get you every dollar you deserve.
Hi, this is DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder
of the DJ Kaufman Agency. Insurance rates come and go, but not so for proactive customer service.
That's right, DJ. As your agent, we'll help you find and personally service your coverage. Instead of handing your file and information over to someone else after the sale, it will stay with us where we'll keep our eyes on it.
There's more to insurance than rate buying. There's proactive customer service. I'm DJ Kaufman
and Jeff Yoder of the DJ Kaufman Agency
in Hutchinson and at djkaufmaninsurance.com. Uncommon options with practical proactive service.
Yeah, 3 up and 3 down here in the bottom half of the first inning for the Salt Hawks. Horn looked pretty effective. So did Miles Thompson in the top half of the first. So McCarty will lead off now. So McCarty. Jason McCarty is a junior for Eisenhower High. Miles Thompson, lefty, comes to the plate, bounces it. 1-0 the count. Here comes the windup from Miles Thompson. Pitch missing. 2-0 the count. Beautiful, historic Hobart Deader Field. Cary Park, south part of Hutchinson. Pitch in there for a strike. Miles, a senior, went to Bueller High School last year, played basketball. Pitch missing outside, so 3-1 to count. Transferred to Hutchinson, where he actually left here when he left in the 8th grade to go to Valley Center for a couple years. So I had a lot of old buddies here. Pitch in there for a strike. Count's full now at 3-2, so it was kind of natural for him to come back and be a Salt Hawk this year. Mom's the principal of Prairie Hills Middle School, the Bueller system. Dad's a PE coach. They walked him. So down to first. Hustles McCarty. That'll bring up Adams, the batter. Nobody down. Adams will step in and bat away. Carson Adams. Where's jersey number 10 for the Eisenhower Tigers? Pitch upstairs. 1-0 the count. Eisenhower was formed after splitting away from Goddard High School. Just outgrew the system over there. And they're 5A, good school. Pitch outside missing. Both gymnasium, which I'm filled up, actually great facilities over there at Goddard Eisenhower, but the basketball very similar to, and identical actually, to the Goddard Gymnasium and several other around Wichita. There's a hard hit ball, pops straight up in the air. Coming in is Turner to try to make the catch, and he tumbles, but he gets it. So out number 1 is recorded. Good hustle by Turner to come in and then dive at the last second for the out. So the pop to the first baseman by Adams brings up Rush, the batter. Runner remains at first base with 1 down now. Top half of the second inning. Thompson looks in, has a runner over at first base he needs to be concerned about. Throws over to first base and back safely. Hustling back is McCarty. So Rush steps in. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. Nice job by Miles Thompson. Looks in. Big, lanky left-hander. Has an offer in football at Hutch Community College. Not sure what he's going to do. Bounces in the dirt and advances the runner. McCarty down to second base. So McCarty over to second base. And 1-1 the count's now even at 1-1 with 1 down here in the top half of the second inning. Thompson looks back to runner. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. 1-2 to count now. To Rush. Here comes the pitch. Outside. 2-2 to count's even. Owen Rush at the plate. McCarty at second base for Eisenhower. No score as of yet in game number 2. Here comes the pitch from Miles Thompson. He held up on the swing. What do we got? A ball called. Counts full at 3-2. Here we get set. Here comes the pitch. Foul back. Count remains full at 3-2. So nice job by Rush of protecting that plate. Thompson looks in. Waits for the sign. Looks back at second base. Elliott's playing second base for it, and they struck him out. Nice pitch by Miles Thompson. Out number 2 is recorded. So that will bring up now Stevens. A couple of strikeouts now from Miles Thompson, 2 to be exact. Stevens the batter. Noah Stevens, a sophomore, hits from that left side. Pitch missing, 1-0 to count. Thompson being pretty effective, threw 16 pitches back in the first inning. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, high and inside. Count at 2-0. Wind's really blowing now. It's kind of shifted to straightaway north. Into the north, out of the south. Pitch missing. Counts full now at 3-2. So runner at second base. 2 down. No score as of yet between Eisenhower and Hutch high in the top half of the second inning. Here comes the pitch from Miles Thompson. Strike call. Money pitch right there. 3-1 to count. Miles gets set. Pitch in there for a strike. Full count now at 3-2. Runner at second base should be going. And that person is McCarty. Stepping up here, Stevens, Noah Stevens, trying to do something here. Top half of the second inning. Here comes the pitch from Miles Thompson. Gets past the catcher and hustling down to third base. It's going to be McCarty. So a pass ball. Moves McCarty in scoring position now at third base. Tough call right there. Plus down to first base on the base on balls. Courtesy running now will be Will Rogers. No, Trey Olmel. Trey Rogers is stepping into bat. Here comes the pitch. In there for a strike. So Omley's coming in. He's over at first base as a courtesy runner. Runners at the corners. Now with 2 down. Miles Thompson trying to get out of trouble here. Pitch. Good. Nice stab by the catcher to get a hold of it. 1-1 to count. It's Dixon behind the plate catching right now. Thompson looks at first base. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off. Straight back. 1-2 to count. Beautiful night for baseball here at Hobart Detter Field. Wind blowing out straight away center field now, shifting a little bit. Probably hear it in the mic. Thompson's pitch. Hit hard, but right at somebody. Coming in hard is going to be the center fielder, and Cunningham makes the catch for out number 3. So the side is retired. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. No score as of yet. Zip, 0. We'll be back right after this.
Listen to that. Nature thriving, kids having fun, and memories being made. Too bad it's all happening in your neighbor's yard. Break the cycle of your yard being in the no-fun zone. Call Advanced Termite Pest Control for year-round fertilization, weed control, as well as grub control. Advance is now accepting new customers for this annual program, and when you call, ask them about their discount. Advance is fully licensed and trained and can help make your yard beautiful. Call Advance at 662-3616, serving you since 1985.
Hi, this is Rob, and I want to tell you about one of my favorite places in Kansas to get a melt-in-your-mouth cheeseburger. It's RV Drive-In, where they've been serving up fresh food, not fast food, since 1948. They're famous for their burgers, but you can also try their homemade pork tenderloin sandwich, patty melts, BLTs, and so much more. Tuesday, Thursday evenings, Friday, and Saturday, they make their homemade onion rings that are the best I've ever eaten. RV Drive-In, Kansas' oldest drive-in at 201 East Avenue A and online at rvdrivein.com.
Miles Thompson will be our batter. He steps in to hit from that left side of the plate. No score as of yet. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Salthawks 0, Eisenhower 0. If you just tuned in, Eisenhower just whooped up on the Salthawks 24-1 in game one. Run ruled after 4. And scored efficiently. There's a hard hit ball. Popped it up, though, to the second baseman, trying to make a beat on it, and finally made the catch. A little bit of an adventure out there right now for that second baseman. That was Rush that made the catch. We're out number 1. So Miles Thompson pops out for out number 1. It'll bring up Bennett Turner, the batter. Bennett Turner will step in to get set to swing away. He'll hit from the right side. Playing first base tonight. Came in relief as a relief pitcher back in the first game. Pitch inside, just about wore that one, and 1-0 to count. No score as of yet in this one. We're in the bottom half of the second inning. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. One and 1 to count with one down here in the bottom half of the second inning. Ball pops away and missing. 2-1 to count. Glenn Grunwald, your host tonight. So glad to have you along on HutchPost.com. Pitch missing outside. 3-1 to count. If you haven't downloaded the Hutch Post app, you need to do that. Go to your app store, go to Google or to the Apple store, and all fouled off to the right side. Evens the count now. Well, actually 3-2 to count full. Because you can watch it on your mobile device really good, including on the left side. You can go and listen to any of the 3 Eagle stations here, or said, dial up this game. There's a base on balls, so down to first base goes Turner. So he walks. They'll bring up Kroll, Cannon Kroll. Made a nice play at third base back in the first game today. Pitch over to first base, and back safely is Turner. Here comes the pitch from Horn. In there for a strike. Back safely is Turner. Here comes the pitch, foul straight back. 0-2 to count. Here comes the pitch from Horn, high and upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Horn's only give up 1 walk. There's a swing and a miss. Struck him out as he went chasing one. It ends up being a strikeout for Eisenhower. So the big K on Kroll. This will bring up Cunningham, the center fielder for Hutchinson. So Cunningham will step in with a couple down now here in the inning. Pitch in there for a strike. Horn starting to find that zone. Turner over at first base, Bennett Turner. Pitch caught that edge again. 0-2 to count now to Cunningham. 4 strikeouts now for Eisenhower. Horn. Swing and a miss. And make that one more as he strikes out. And we go to the top half of the third inning round now as Eisenhower will come to bat. We'll be back with more right after this.
Pools Plus knows how to have fun, even at work. We are a family-owned and operated business for over 30 years, with most of our employees carrying over 15 years tenure. Part-time and full-time positions are now available for all sales and service positions. Experience is preferred, but not required, as we are looking to train the right person. Stop by Pools Plus today to see if you are ready to dive into a rewarding career. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
Call us at Pools Plus.
Don't be fooled. The hot dogs at Jackson Meat are simply the best around. Available in different sizes and quantities, our hot dogs are always fresh and have the best flavor. Your backyard barbecue won't be complete without them. Shop locally at Jackson Meat for the finest, freshest meats and treats. Ask about our party packs filled with burgers, hot dogs, and hot links, all bundled up, ready to go. Jackson Meat, 13 West 6th Avenue.
Experience the difference at Jackson Meat.
To the top half of the third inning we go as no score as of yet. 0-0 tie. Top of the order coming up for Eisenhower. Turney will be the batter. He's out number one back in the first inning of play. Miles Thompson with a couple 3 strikeouts as well for him. First pitch strikes for Miles Thompson 4 today as doing a good job. Pitch missing a little bit. 1-0 the count. Top half the third inning. No score as of yet. Totally different than the first game. 24-1. Eisenhower all over the Salt Hawks. Here comes the pitch. Missing just a hair outside. 2-0 the count. Thompson looking in. Comes out of the short windup. Hits it to the right side. Turner should be able to handle it. And it's going to be a foul ball. Got over it, came across the bag, and it ends up being foul. So 2-2 to count now. Or 2-1, excuse me. 2-1 to count off that foul ball. Thompson with that flat brim cap. So popular now with the kids. Set with the windup. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Sort of actually fouled back. Yep, it called strike 2. Excuse me. 2-2 to count now, even. Great job by the Hutch Community College ground crew to get everything ready for the second game in a quick manner. Pitch outside, got past the catcher, back to the screen. 3-2 to count now is full. So Miles has to bear down here with nobody down here. Took the walk, and down to first base goes Turney. So base on balls will bring up Horn. Horn, the pitcher, will step in. Struck out back in the first inning for out number 2. Pitch missing inside. Hutch did not get a season, nor did hardly anybody else last year, as COVID shut down everything. Actually, for the state of Kansas on the 13th of March. Pitch missing, 2-0 the count. And now it's crammed everything in, both for the community college as well as for high school. Soccer got underway for the community college today, or tonight, I should say. Three-0 count. Understand that YouTube is playing around with my video blockage. Strike call. Yeah, starting to walk down was Horn, and called the strike. There's a hard hit ball straight up the middle. It's going to be gathered up by ball hit sharply to Boo again. Here it goes for the second out of the game. Turner was able to hang on that onto the ball for out number 2. So no score as of yet. 2 down in the top half of the third inning. Tigers did get a run across. Gleason the batter now. Miles Thompson, the pitcher, in there for a strike. Here comes the windup and the pitch. Missing outside.